Now, most luxury homes in KLCC try very hard to impress you. Nouvel KLCC doesn't. It was designed to be understated luxury for residents who value architecture, privacy, and location in quiet elegance. And in this video, I explain exactly why. And by the way, since it's Chinese New Year, I'd like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous year ahead. Now, when people talk about luxury living in KLCC, right, it's always about branding, hotel-style lobbies, viral grabbing amenities. But this residence, right, takes a very different approach. It's located directly opposite Petronas Twin Towers. Jean Nouvel is designed by Pritzker Prize-winning architect Jean Nouvel with a focus on elegance, functional space planning, landscaping, and facade lighting. And in this video, right, I'll explain to you why this development is meant for a selected group of buyers. Now let's start with the arrival, because this is where the first impression really matters. If you're used to branded residence, right, you may expect a very grand hotel-style lobby. Over here, right, the lobby itself, there's a lot of art pieces actually. If you really look into it, the finer details. Even behind me, right, there is a wall that is cascading with water that look really nice when there is brightness and natural light shining upon it. Here, the luxury, it's much more subtle, I would say. You know, they uses very elegant dark tones and refined materials that will quietly express luxury. Idea here, it's very simple. It's all about discretion, privacy, and comfort. Something that's very pleasing to your eyes. You don't feel overly exposed, as if you're entering some kind of public space. And they also have very good quality, high quality concierge service, focusing on security and daily essentials, all available for the residents over here. And by the way, guys, if you find my walkthrough beneficial, right, do consider subscribing, as I do this weekly, and I will be sharing it to you about how the hottest properties in Kuala Lumpur city centre. Talking about privacy and discretion, it becomes even more obvious when you check out the layouts next. Let's go and take a look at the units itself. Let's go. Now let's start with the duplex. So this unit is approximately 1,905 square feet, 2 bedrooms across 2 levels. On the lower floor, right, everything is designed for daily living, entertaining. See, the living area, the dining space, and the kitchen, right? A guest bedroom as well. This is where you host friends, have dinners, and spend most of your time during the day. The kitchen is awesome. You have the dry kitchen over here and the wet kitchen, pretty hidden as well. Yes, here. And a large glass window as well that gives in a lot of natural light. That's when all the noise and smell and all the chaos is contained. Now, this is usually where people think the story ends, but it doesn't. So once you're upstairs, the feeling of the home really changed completely. The upper level is really private. Okay, right in front of me, this is the vanity mirror, or you can make this as a small little office where you can work here as well. And the master bedroom, it's so quiet, it's so personal. And a master bath where you have a vanity mirror, you have a large deep bathtub over there. I mean, most of the bathrooms in Jean Nouvel, they're all decked out in marble, very high-end finishing. Now, the double volume living space, right, really makes the home feel much more larger than what the size suggests, bringing in more light, more openness than the typical single level apartment. Now, this kind of layout won't suit everyone, yeah? If you have elderly family members, knee issues, or, you know, people who prefer everything on one single level, yeah, then duplex living may not be that practical for you. But if you value discretion, you value clear separation between your public living spaces, your private working space, your sleeping quarters, then this kind of layout works very, very well. It feels more like your private home rather than a typical KLCC apartment. And by the way, right, for those of you watching overseas, I've put together a very simple foreign buyer guide for Malaysia. It's free. I'll leave the link down in the description if you'd like to take a look. Now, if you're starting to see why this place feels different, the next part, my dear friends, is even more important, because not everyone here will choose a duplex. Let's check out the next layout. Okay, now we're entering the 2,100 square feet simplex unit. So on my right hand side here, this would be the powder room with high-end finishing. We have finishings by Grohe, marble. Now coming into a living area, as you can see, it's very spacious and it's really meant for entertaining. Okay, you have seamless connection here from the living area to the dining area to all the way to the kitchen area. It's an open concept. Aircons are all ducted as well. And the best thing about this layout is facing directly to the Twin Towers. Incredible, my dear friends. Kitchen, of course, it's just simply practical. You have the high-end specs similar with what you see in the Duplex. Miele coffee machine, microwave oven by Miele. You have high-end specs, kitchen fittings by Grohe. You know, you have Frank sink as well with the incinerator. Specs that you'll easily find in branded residences like Ritz-Carlton or even Four Seasons or whatever. And a large marble countertop as well, where you can prepare food. And because behind me, this is also a fridge by Miele and a freezer at the bottom. And I forgot to mention one more thing, yeah? The kitchen, the cabinetry, right, it's by Poggenpohl. It's durable and it's meant to last for a lifetime. And moving forward here to the corridor over in front here, of course, this is where you'll find the sleeping quarters, bedroom number 1 on my right, bedroom number 2. All bedrooms are en suite, and of course the main show here is definitely the master bedroom over here. Spacious, plenty of cabinetry as well. This is like your walk-in cabinets over here. All rooms, right, you have floor-to-ceiling windows that brings in a lot of natural light, and you're facing directly to the Twin Towers itself. The master bath, right, it's absolutely incredible. Fully decked out in marble. You have bathroom fittings by Grohe and even Duravid as well. Large vanity mirror and of course a see-through glass here as well. Now all 3 bedrooms, right, are grouped together as you see just now, keeping the sleeping areas really separate from the main living space over here. So this provides better privacy, a more quieter environment, and especially at night, it's really very serene and quiet. Now overall, this kind of layout really suits buyers who wants comfort, space, and simplicity, while still living right opposite the Petronas Twin Towers. I would say it's a very different experience from the duplex that you've seen just now. It's less dramatic, but very comfortable for the kind of right lifestyle. Now, once you understand the 2 layouts which I showed you, right, the shared spaces, common spaces, and the facilities, right, will start to make more sense. Let's go and check it out. Now this is level 7 and it's not designed to be viral or feel like a resort style facility. The main feature here is definitely the pool, and part of it is designed like a water garden with lotus, landscaping, creating a very calm, relaxing atmosphere, even though you're right in front of Petronas Twin Towers. On the same level, you also have a gym and a private theatre as well. So the gym, it's practical and comfortable for daily use. And the theatre, of course, is exclusively only for residents, and it features very high-end Bose surround sound system. So this level connects both towers, right, and is meant to be used very quietly and comfortably as well. It's not meant for large crowds or big parties. So beyond this, the building does offer usual residential facilities, like for example, games room, a karaoke room. So they are practical and well maintained, but not positioned as like, the headline features kind of thing. But the pool is definitely something very, very unique and special, that's for sure. Now, there's one more shared space worth mentioning, and it's perhaps the most quietly impressive one. At level 34, you have the Sky Gallery and the link bridge that connects both towers. Now, this isn't designed as a busy social space. It feels more like a private vantage point above the city. Now, from here, you get an unobstructed view of the Kuala Lumpur skyline. And this level includes a cigar lounge, as well as private dining spaces. It's the kind of place where you come to the evening to have a drink, to have some cocktails, watch the sunset, or simply to see KLCC skyline light up at night. Again, this space isn't about large crowds. It's about having private access to a view and an atmosphere that most people don't. Now, living here is less about being in KLCC actually, and more about how KLCC actually fits into your daily life. See, in the morning it's surprisingly quiet, even though you're just right opposite the Twin Towers. And once you're inside the residence, right, it doesn't feel very busy or touristy, yeah? And during the day, right, everything is, within reach and so convenient. You have corporate offices, dining, the KLCC park, yet you always return to a space that feels really private and removed from the main street, which is at Jalan Ampang. In the evening, the city totally changes. Towers lights up, the surrounding feels calm, and it feels more residential than commercial. See, this residence suits people who wants to live in the heart of the city without feeling constantly on display or overexposed. Yeah, by now you can probably see why this residence was designed the way it is. See, it's not trying to compete with branded residence, but from the layouts, right, to the shared spaces and prime location, I mean, everything here, it's incredibly low-key, low profile. Pricing reflects that, but it's not because of the name, but because of the design, privacy, and how selective the experience actually is. And that's why Jean Nouvel, right, isn't for everyone. But for the right buyer, hey, it just makes a lot of sense. Yep, so Kelvin signing out from Nouvel KLCC. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.